who really covets the Poundcake Sports Break, you're going to want to be at full attention for him when he does it. In the break, somebody texted me. I was talking about the guy who was visiting from Mexico that was one of the 7 people killed in that mass shooting in Highland Park. And somebody texted me, it's even worse than that. He had dual citizenship and didn't want to go to the parade. His family made him. Oh, no. This is what I'm saying. Parades. And with all due respect to people who are in the parade putting on the business, my utter antipathy towards parades cannot be overstated. It's that simple. There's no reason to have them. It's a jobs welfare program for high school marching bands. That's all it is. Somebody else pointing out that Highland Park is about the size of Kent. And I guess I didn't realize Kent was that big. Kent, Ohio?
Yeah.
I know it's a college town, but I didn't realize...
It's a whole town.
Got that, but I didn't realize there was almost 30,000 people in Kent. I thought Kent was around the 10 or 11,000 person
Kent's
mark.
Pretty big.
I mean, again, with the college, but I assumed that people were folding that in. There was also a... No, it's... Listen, no good deed goes unpunished, but I don't care for the roadway protests where people are blocking... Did you see the video of the climate protests that they were doing? It's in D.C. or where was this? And this guy pulls up. It's outside D.C., and there's a bunch of people across this highway stopping all the traffic. This is, I guess, Maryland, a part of that whole D.C. metro area. And all these climate change activists were like blocking a 4-lane highway. They're kneeling down. They've got banners, blah, blah, blah. And the video on viral is this guy who gets out of his car and he's like, please give me 1 lane. I'm on parole and I can't be late for work.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, we're not moving until President Biden declares the climate emergency. And the guy's like, I got to go to work right now. What is declaring a climate emergency going to do? I don't want to go back to prison.
I declare climate emergency!
Yeah. Well, what is him declaring that going to do? I know Biden's in town today. I declare. Oh, I do declare. Maybe they want it in more of a southern accent with a mint julep. I do declare a climate emergency. Oh, rat. So they're like, oh, he was taking this guy's eating in our faces and taking our signs. The guy's trying not to go back to prison.
He's just trying to do his best.
But then he gets it. But here's the thing: like he's standing there, he's telling him, "Hey, just give me 1 lane." He's like taking the things out, and he ends up getting arrested anyway. So I'm like, bro, I get what
damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yes, like frustrated, and I understand. He's like, I got to get to this job that I probably hate. And a bunch of protesters were arrested too because they're blocking a goddamn highway. But
do you have people that were late to your show for some protesters?
Yeah, there were protesters over the weekend. I think it was Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. And I got a message and someone was like...
They were protesting your show?
They were protesting my show.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they blocked off all of downtown just to
protest. They blocked off all of East 4th. No cars can get up or down East 4th.
No, they were protesting Roe v. Wade being overturned.
Yeah.
And so there was like a women's march downtown, and it's like just protesters everywhere in the baseball games, Newark Park, dumb protesters. And I was just like, oh, did a group of people get together and make a decision that don't know you personally and it affected your life? That's probably pretty hard to sit in traffic.
Yeah.
With all your rights.
How did your shows go, by the way?
They were amazing. Thank you to everybody who came out to Hilarities last weekend.
This was the big headlining weekend?
Big headlining weekend. And I was really nervous with it being 4th of July weekend, and the, Guardians were in town, and Monster Jam. There was so much to do. And our lightest show was still 107 people. So we had 270 at Friday, the Friday show and the Saturday early show, like 150 on Thursday. So there was like almost 1,000 people over the course of the weekend, 800 something. So it was amazing. It was so cool and so much fun, and the crowds were incredible, and the comics were great. It was just a really, really fantastic weekend. So thank you to all the ACS listeners.
Did you sign merch, and what'd you do?
Yeah.
Talk to people?
Well, you know what's so funny? I took stickers, so went through a ton of people took stickers, but I sold like no merch. I sold like 10 CDs
Really?
the
Why is
entire
that?
weekend because everyone in Cleveland already has it. I recorded it here.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people pre-ordered it or got it when the CDs came out, and so like I was thinking,
Anybody post-order it?
Yes, the people who post-ordered it were actually the
that got at the show,
protesters.
yeah.
Ah, so stupid. Yeah.
But yeah, so but a lot of ACS stickers, so hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of those out there too. But yeah, it was great. So thanks to all the fans who came out.
Any hecklers?
Yes. I actually just posted on TikTok and Instagram today, some guy just shouting out about me being fired. And I was like, you can't fire me at my own show. And I'm
Being fired?
He just was drunk. The Saturday Late Show.
Oh, God, everybody's hammered.
Well, no one had to work the weekend. There was a Guardians doubleheader that day.
Yeah.
So the people who were there were so drunk.
They were blotto, yeah.
And not even like yelling things out, fun, rowdy drunk. They had to kick 8 people out because they fell asleep, like passed out in the booth drunk.
Also, why would it be fun to get drunk at a ball game and then go to a comedy show?
I
would think you
Because
want to
they're
get
just
into
downtown.
I
Like,
think
Is that what it is? They're not ready to go
Probably.
home yet?
Yeah, they're just like,
Maybe.
let's keep going. There's a thing. There's people going
But
this
they
way.
would have had to have bought
Follow them.
tickets.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many were walk-ups. There was a lot of people in Guardians
Stumble
gear.
up tickets.
Oh my goodness. So they were like, the energy was so low, and everyone's like, what's going on? Like,
They were
other
tired
comics-
drunk.
Yes. So they weren't even, I can handle fun, rowdy, shouting things drunk. That's fun for me. But fall asleep, no energy, struggling to get people to respond.
Oh, no.
The manager came up to me before the
Like
show.
a gig at a methadone clinic or
Dude,
something.
for real.
Yeah.
The manager came up to me before the show even started and was like, yo, these people are hammered. Don't go into the crowd like we're struggling to keep them awake.
And then they got to buy a 2-drink minimum.
Right.
Oh, man.
They were so drunk. So some guy was yelling about me being fired, and some lady was just shouting out about going to brunch and how she wants to make sure she gets her errands done by brunch. And I'm like, so you've been drunk since like 10 a.m.
Right.
I'm like, but it was fun. It was
Day
fun.
and night drunk.
Yeah, it was a great weekend.
Huh. All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hecklers notwithstanding. Let me give away some money here, and then we'll get to the Poundcake Sports Break. If you want $1,000, it's right here. Last chance today to win and go fuel yourself, so good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fuel yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at WMMS.com. That's cash. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
Poundcake, you're not going to be here for a sports break next week. Are you ready to just turn this mother out?
Since you put it that way, sure.
This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
In the headlines today, let's talk about Baker Mayfield, or should I call him Baker Nayfield? Our guy Baker has officially been traded to the Carolina Panthers. The quarterback posted on his Instagram sharing the news and adding that Cleveland will always be a part of his story, unfortunately. Just kidding. I added the unfortunately. Well, it looks like the Browns will be a stain on Baker's career forever, and I look forward to seeing the two teams and their new quarterbacks face off in September. Also, over the 4th of July weekend, Russell Wilson got popped by his wife Sierra, no less. The couple were vacationing in Italy, and the paparazzi snapped a photo of Sierra popping a zit on Russell's cheek. Yucko. I realize that Russell and Sierra are like the Beyonce and Jay-Z of sports, but this is a bridge too far. I hate when couples get too close to each other and they start popping each other's zits and picking each other's nose and chewing each other's food. Ill. I'll pass. Lastly, WNBA star Brittany Griner is still in Russian jail after she was accused of having pot vapes in her carry-on while trying to come home from playing overseas. If convicted, she is facing up to 10 years in Russian prison. Well, have no fear. President Biden is here. Literally, I think he's still here. He said he's exploring every avenue to get her home. Joe, feel free to reach out to me and ask how I would get Michael Jackson out of Moscow. Good luck, Britt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports
didn't Papa boyfriend zit or anything?
Never.
Well, he's not had real serious relationships. He's all against.
That's a gross noise. That's a really gross noise.
He's against baby burden and stuff like that.
Why?
Gross fart.
Why?
That's my fart/zit pop sound effect. It comes in so handy.
I was pretty
Oh,
full
that
of.
makes my neck feel weird.
Why you
serious.
Maybe you have a zit on it, Mary.
Like no, like where your what are these things called in the side?
Lymph nodes?
Your lymph
your
nodes,
nose?
yeah, it makes them swell and tingle. I don't like that at all.
534.
Oh,
See if one pops.
Yeah.
like I have to swallow more.
Oh, okay.
534.
Stop! I don't like that at all.
Oh, it's a double whammy right there.
Oh gosh.
Golly.
I was laying in bed on Monday night after a long day of 4th of July and pretty.
4th of Julying.
Yeah. Just, we had,
Celebrating your independence.
with a lot of a decent amount of alcohol. And I was in bed and we were just watching. I think we were watching an episode of The Boys, and my girlfriend she's just laying there, and I just start pushing on her belly, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just trying to see if I can get a fart to come out."
Weirdo.
Yeah, got none.
No.
Got none. But later, when she did have to fart, she put my hand over and I was like, "It's time." And she's like, "It is."
Like you're feeling a baby kid.
Rumbling.
Yeah. So I pushed one out, and it's funny.
My boyfriend and I had our 2-year anniversary dinner downtown, and we were just carrying on conversation, and I'm talking, and I let one out that I was certain was going to be silent, and it was so
At dinner.
loud. At dinner.
You farted at dinner.
It was so loud.
At the 2-year
Our
anniversary
2-year
dinner.
and he literally looked at me, and his jaw dropped, and he had kind of a smile. He goes, "That's it, 2 years, and you gave up. You're just done. You're just cranking one out at our anniversary dinner. What is
Care if
wrong
somebody
with
farts.
you?"
Does he do that around
Farts
you?
are funny.
No, he hates
Yeah,
it.
I'm
He
saying.
is not you shut the door if you have to pee. Like there
Yeah.
is no bodily functions that are
I'm
happening
down with
anywhere
that.
near
I'm
each
down
other.
with that because I'm a dude who likes other dudes, and if I want to keep looking at you like you're a sex symbol, like
Right.
the Greek god that you are, you can't do nothing nasty
his
like
thing.
that. Don't fart on me. Like
So gross.
I've never been in the bed with someone like cuddling and have them fart on me, or if they pull like the
Dutch oven.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
that
that's
is
so
a
gross.
that is
That's
a
really
deal
gross.
I
breaker.
don't Dutch oven anybody, but farts happen.
But that when-
I'm your fart person.
When it happens between gays, it's an accident. Like it's like, oops, sorry. Like, got a little too crazy down there. That happened.
Sorry, I'm a little loose
crazy.
down
I
there.
mean it.
It's an
I was
accident.
clenching. I'm sorry.
Really shook things up,
But you don't want to do that for leisure, for comedy. No.
It just came. I just didn't think it was going to make a noise. And he was just like, dude, come
Why
on.
even take the chance?
You can say, excuse me, go to the
Let
bathroom.
him,
The
let
fact
him rip,
that,
Mary.
The fact that you
Let
were
him rip.
willing to take the chance means it's how little you respect your boyfriend's
Absolutely.
No, you don't respect him at all.
Sphincter privacy.
Apparently.
You're
I
some
respect
hussy.
him. Not a hussy.
You're some sphincter hussy.
You fart hussy.
He's treating you to a 2-year anniversary, which is gay, by the way, and you're still gonna fart at dinner because you got
Celebrate 2 years is gay?
your
Not-
little sobriety,
not-
got your little relationship.
Not gay for him. He's never celebrated a 2-year
just mad at
anniversary.
me.
Where were you
Yeah.
at dinner?
We went to Taza downtown.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good. It was Mediterranean food.
Yeah,
He's
you
a
can't
little
even tell if
gassy.
there's a fart in there.
Right.
Between the music and all the hummus,
Right.
who knows what's going on
There's
here?
a lot of smells.
What are you going to do?
Boy.
It's really
It's a
good.
fragrant culture.
Is that tabbouleh or is the Mary fart? Fart hussy. Yeah, no, listen, every relationship has its own schematic that makes it work. But knowing how he feels about it,
Yeah.
I think you might act accordingly.
Well, here's my thing with him is that he's so adverse to even talking about like poop or anything like that.
Oh, well, that's silly. That's
and
just
this
words.
this is why I
We're
get
talking
annoyed.
about smells and sounds.
That I get.
Yeah.
This is why I get annoyed when he has an upset stomach or diarrhea. He says, "I feel sick," and so I say, like a cold, like the flu. He's like, "No, I just don't feel good." And I'm like, "You need to tell me I have bubble gut, because then I won't be
Bubble gut.
concerned." You know what I mean? I won't be concerned if it's diarrhea. But when you say, I feel sick.
Even just
I
say
don't
I'm
feel
bloated
well.
or something like that. Like that can be code for it.
Yeah, I feel like saying I feel sick. I get like anxious. Where I'm like, well, what do you mean you feel? Especially with COVID and everything. What do you mean? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? And I'll ask him a bunch of questions. No.
I just go, boy, something hit me the wrong way.
That's fine. Yeah. And
Just,
I'll be like,
just to like kind of point you in the direction of like,
Yes.
this is why I'm feeling a little weird.
I'm a little sluggish.
This
or
is why
whatever.
you're not going to see me for the next 20 minutes.
Well, that's fine, but don't say I feel sick because then I find out it's poop, and I'm like, you could just say that you have to poop. You don't have to say
My poop was making me sick.
I have a bad case of diarrhea.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
That Rosetta Stone is really paying off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't want my wife anywhere near the bathroom when I'm doing that, and she knows enough to not be, right? You can give someone their privacy. I'll just be like, that's our code. I'm going to hit the head. Means number 2.
Right, there you go.
You're not going to see me for a few minutes.
That's fine. Don't say you feel sick. I'm like, what did you eat today? Because now I'm asking questions.
You know
Now
that's
I
what
know,
he means,
yes,
right?
now I know that.
And
Like-
if he felt other kind of sick, he would be like, he must have some other line for that.
Yeah, no, he was laying on the couch the other day, and I like playfully like was sitting on top of him. He's like, "Stop! No, my stomach hurts. I don't feel good." And I was like, "Do you have to poop?"
Push on it. That's what I would do.
I was like, "Do you have to poop?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Then just say that."
I was playfully sitting on his stomach. You know what you're trying to do.
I know what I was trying. I'm not sitting on his stomach, but I was on top of him, like wiggling around, and he's like, "I don't feel good."
You're trying to get him to stoop down to your level, Mary. Come on, be a random farter like me. Be a sphincter slut like me. Come on.
Fart hussy.
Fart hussy.
I'm a foot whore. I'm a sphincter slut. Come on,
Fart Hussy, I love that
fart
one.
hussy.
Yeah, somebody wrote me a big, long text. I was wondering if the whole foot pictures thing is real with Mary, and if so, how do I go about...
SantoraToes@gmail.com.
I think this person wants to know how to get into it.
Oh, that I can't
But
help
it's
you
a
with.
dude. You cannot, sir. You cannot get into selling foot pictures. Maybe you can. There's a market for everything.
I wore open-toed shoes all weekend at Hilarities as a little...
It's given away for free, huh?
well, as a sneak peek. Or say, hey, you like this? Why don't you shoot me an email?
I was late to Mary's show, so I got seated in the loge. I'd never been up there. I asked my server when they use it, and she said special occasions. Ipso facto, Mary's show was special. Aww. There you go.
I was surprised by that because they don't usually open the loge unless it's going to be over 200 people. And so when I came in Friday and Saturday and the loge was open, I was like, all right, okay, Cleveland, showing up on 4th of July weekend. It's really nice.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to take a break here. If you want to drop us a message, you can do it on the iHeartRadio app. If you want to send a text, 35192, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.